Alright, let me check everything. Alright, I'm just checking the sound as usual. Okay, I can hear. Looks like everything is okay. Let me bring the music. Okay. Hope it's working. Okay, let's start. Today's stream, I think, will be not very long in terms of duration, but we will cover a lot of things, however. So I managed to figure out where those audio bugs coming from, and yeah, that's it. That was a problem. If you make sound bus spatial, it will be assigned a point in space, which is 0, 0, 0 in this case, and all sounds that are directed to this bus will be emitted from the bus location. So yeah, removing that thing fixed everything, and yeah, all that's left is to attach sound to the current picked mesh. We discussed it last time, I believe. Yeah, so weapon sound, attach to weapon, and remove that thing, and it works. So I can show. So everything should be fine now. Before, the sound source was located somewhere here, so we could hear it on the left when shooting here. Now the problem is gone, luckily. So here is one small fix here. It's actually double check. I deleted this unnecessary line which was duplicated here. It's pretty much cleans the geometry cache, so I deleted the one here and this duplicated one, and I moved inside the region. It's just micro refactoring, but inside saw it. I decided to fix it, and now the biggest thing that I also did, and I wanted to discuss it today, but I did it off camera because it's not that hard to do, but this is very annoying. You need to do it precisely. I added two things. I added link to my other project, and I added my contacts. So this one will open my LinkedIn, this one will open mailing app with my company email, so people can reach me. And another thing, I now print the build here. So let's talk about this. I noticed it that last month my published version of this engine, which is right here, it has been visited by almost 900 unique people, like 900. And I think the most reasonable thing to do here is to redirect that traffic to my other project, which more like business project, and to me pretty much. And now it's actually especially important because I kinda looking for a new job again, because last one didn't last that long, and looking for job right now, it's pretty much a terrifying challenge. Last time I sent 1,000 applications and spent the whole year, but interestingly I found last time that project not because of my application, but because this thing was discovered and this thing was discovered. And I think it makes sense to double down on things that actually works. So that's why I'm going to redirect traffic from here to me, to my other project, and to me eventually. So if you go here, like they may check my contacts, and pretty much this is how I was discovered last time, so why not to try this again? Well, practically it's my only hope if we think about it. Yeah, I'm going to do these things, and let's go through how exactly I did it. Yeah, so here I pretty much added 2 new calls. First creates this part, and the second one creates build version. And let's see what I do here. It's actually a bit more interesting than it should be, to be honest. So yeah, here I create contacts panel, I create block, like as a current block, which consists of 2 things, like text and the button. Yeah, link is actually a button because Babylon.js doesn't have a link graphics element, so I just made a button with link on it, and I decorated it here, underline. So this is how it works. And then contact me panel, pretty much contact me, and couple of buttons with SVG, which you can see here, but I just added those 2 icons. Well, nothing special except one thing, this thing, but I will talk about later. And here is the second function. Well, this one is more straightforward. I just pretty much create text block. Well, I hard-coded it for now. Maybe it makes sense to move it somewhere, like to the constants. But even if I move it to the constants, it will not relieve me from necessity to update it manually. I had that idea to just, inject this date automatically on the build, but the thing is that okay, for example, I will move it to .env, but if I, for example, will need to roll back in my Git history, the date will not change because my .env will not change. So I think that just to have a build date visible on my dev environment, and I want it to be related to particular point in time when it was done, I think it's better to have it like hard-coded. So I implement some stuff when I decide that, okay, I will be building, I will just change it manually, and even if I forget, it's not that dramatic issue. Maybe I can move it somewhere, like to the constants or something, but on the second thought, I don't really think that it belongs here, to be honest. Here are like settings, it's more like config, feels like config. So I'll keep it here for now. So now let's see for mechanics. This one I'll explain later. And so first, contacts panel. So it's only visible if we are on the begin menu and main menu. So if current menu is one of both, then it's visible, and we call this function pretty much every time when we switch between menus. So let me show. Here is begin menu, here is main menu, but if we go deeper, it's gone. And if we start new game and we put on pausing, the main menu is visible, but everywhere else not, so it doesn't distract us. Then show menu and hide menu is for version panel. It's for build number that I just discussed. Where is it? Yeah. So this thing we show every time when we show menu and hide every time when we hide menu. So again, here you can see it's visible. Now it's not. So like together with menu, I think it's quite convenient. And here it is also visible. Yeah, I use some black outline for it. And now let me explain this thing. As you know, I don't really use cursor pointer on this. I don't know, I just didn't care when I was doing it, and on published version also. And I was thinking, hey, I probably should add. And yeah, technically Babylon.js has this property, hover cursor pointer, and it should work, but it doesn't for some reason. I re-implemented the structure of my menu in the Babylon playground, also this like rect, background, and menu, and it works there. It works in playground, but it doesn't work here. And I spent quite a lot of time to figure out why it doesn't work just like that, and I didn't find the answer. I think something maybe is intersecting my cursor events incorrectly. Maybe it's on the background scene or something. I just simply don't know. And as you can see, hover event works. So when I hover, you can see this hover color change. So the detection is being triggered, but cursor switch just doesn't work, like something like pushing it back to regular cursor. I don't know what's going on. I tried to find it like myself, but I didn't. I maybe try to work more on it. Yeah, probably it's actually connected with grab cursor, but actually no, we're not grabbing it in the menu. We're grabbing it only in the gaming level. So I don't know. I couldn't figure it out, so that's why I hopefully temporarily uh, solved the problem with a hack. So what's the hack is? Well, that's it, pretty much. So this is our menu item. We just add our handler and forcefully change cursor. So on enter we set up pointer, and on out we set up initial value. Yeah, and I call this function, as you can see here, for my buttons and for the link as well, for this link. So yeah, you can see it shows. And you may ask, like, hey, why not to add this thing here as well? Well, now it's super easy since I have this function, but on the other hand, it didn't bother us all the time before now, and maybe I will figure out what's the root cause of it. So practically I just don't want to start spamming this function too early, and I will keep it only for links for now. And yep, I guess that's all I had for today. It's not published yet, so it will be published later. Probably not today, but within the week I will set these changes live. So let's commit. So what's going on here? So that's the first thing. Then okay, and yeah, I guess that's it. This bug still annoys me with frozen refresh. I know it's not visible on streams, but for some reason it's visible on my monitor. I thought I fixed that issue by editing Windows registry, and it actually fixed, but it's not fixed when I'm streaming still. I don't know. Yeah, so everything works, nothing is crashing. I will do a little bit more checks before pushing it to prod, let's say. But for now, I just want to commit it. Well, and I hope that we at least finished with audio migration to Audio Engine version 2, at least for the most part. Yeah, that's about it. As I said, stream today will be quite short. I will see what I can figure out regarding what we will do next week. Let's see, I have I don't have any ideas on top of my head right now, but I hope we will figure out something what we will do next time. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, no matter live or recording, and hope to see you next weekend. Thank you. Bye.